Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G, John Galindo, coming to you live on this Wednesday evening, April 30th, 2025, live here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. I want to welcome you to the all 60s soul edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. It's our first show of the week. We're here from 9 p.m. till midnight. We'll see. I usually go a little longer than that, but we were kind of like shunned away from the copyright police on the last show, and hopefully we'll see how it goes tonight here. But I was kind of looking into some of the, but it was taking me too long. I did find some information on YouTube on how they deal with this, but I couldn't go any further. I had to prepare for the two shows because I'll be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the 78 show, but I had to get cooking on, this show has become just about as big as the Saturday night show in reality. It's like rivaling that show, and because of all your great requests, and I have to say, lots of nice requests on the show tonight. Just goes to show we have valued listeners that tune into the program and others that are learning about the music here, which is a good thing. I have to tell YouTube this is an educational show. They need to let me play these records, for the majority of the people are not familiar with a lot of these. Well, I know you listeners that tune into the program are, many are, but some are not. Some of you may not have known that cool jazzy type sound there, but Busta Bass knows what that tune is because he requested it. This jazz alto saxophonist, composer, and band leader, and actually singer, born in Baldwin, North Carolina, recorded on the Blue Note record label beginning way back in 1957, but he had tons of releases on that label through 1973. Now, I don't know if this was recorded for Blue Note and then it came over to Cadet Records or Argo Records or not, but this also comes out on Argo. I have it on Cadet, which Argo became Cadet. That's his third release on Cadet. His name Lou Donaldson, and he wrote this tune from September 65. We opened up with Lou Donaldson on Cadet. It's called Musty Rusty is the name of the tune, part one. And that one there produced by, let me see. I never saw the name before. Esmond Edwards produced this tune. So there you go. Opening up with a cool jazzy intro by request for Busta Bass. Lou Donaldson, Musty Rusty Part 1 is the name of the tune. Again, those of you that are new to this program here, just finding out for the first time, I would hope you would consider to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because nobody does what Johnny G does here with my records, with the turntables, with the information on the groups, and my experiences with the music. So thank you all for being here, and thank you for being part of the Vinyl Treasure show. So I picked a couple records in the beginning. Within the first 6 records maybe, but the rest are all requests. So let's open up the vocal portion here with this singer. This was my selection. This singer out of Macon, Georgia. And he was the brother of Mickey Murray, and both of them recorded for Shelby Singleton's SSS International record label. And let's give a listen to the first of 3 by Clarence Murray. This charted number 21 on KATZ in St. Louis, if you were tuned into that radio station back then. From January 68, we open up the vocal portion with Clarence Murray with his tune called Baby, You Got It, Clarence Murray.
Just about to lose his mind. Baby, you got it. Baby, you got it. And if there's anything that a man could want, thinks about all of the time, baby, you got it. Baby, you got it. You got the kind of love that sets my soul on fire. You got the kind of love that
Open up with a cool tune there from January 1968, Mr. Clarence Murray. Clarence Murray on the SSS International record label. Baby You Got It is the name of the tune. That's his first of three on SSS. In 1968, he recorded one with his brother Mickey on SSS, then one more in 71 on the Federal record label. Got to welcome a big chat room tonight. Thank you all for being here. Johnny G's got it every Wednesday. We got it right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And let's continue here for this group called the Stereos, but it's spelled kind of odd, Stereos. Now, supposedly, this is the same group out of Steubenville, Ohio, had releases in the early 1960s. Actually, that group goes back to like 1958 with releases on the deluxe label. But I think this is the same group. They recorded for Cub, Columbia, and Gibraltar. And I say that because the flip side of this is a 1959 song called Sweet Peas in Love, but it's kind of like a longer version. So I think possibly that they did this song in 1965. This is on Augie Bernardo's Ideal Records, which was out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I like this song a lot. I do. 1965. Let's give a listen to the Stereos on Ideal Records. It's called, one word, it's called Life.
Just go
Here you go, 1965 release there for the Stereos, kind of spelled odd, Sterio''S. Stereos there on the Ideal record label, song entitled Life. As we go on in life, the music always remains. Yes, it does. So thank you all for being here as we continue here. And let's fill a request now for listener Edmund Williams as we go to Philadelphia for this next group. Now, the members of this group included Vaughn Price, Woody Price, Leon Thomas, and lead singer Earl Moss. They had 3 releases on the Smash record label. This was their first release. This charted nationally, but only made it up to number 130. It bubbled under, but it was a number 23 record on WAME in Miami, Florida. Let's go to August of 1966 by request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. These are the Festivals on Smash, and it's what we play here. The name of the tune is called Music, the Festivals. Yeah, Johnny G getting caught here right from the bat. There you go, August 1966. That one there by request for listener Edmund Williams. The Festivals there, the Festivals on the Smash record label, and that featured Earl Moss on lead, song entitled Music. Yes, Bust the Bass. The Unifier is music here on a Wednesday evening right here on YouTube and also on Oldies and More Radio. As you know, on a lot of these requests that Edmund sends Johnny G, he also likes the flip side of the 45, which I think is a good flip side too. So let's do an instant flip side here. Give me 1 second. There you go. Now that didn't play so bad for a styrene 45. So let's flip this over here by request for Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat. Now this tune, this side written by the lead singer of the group, Earl Moss, arranged by Bruce McGraw. This did chart also, charted number 6 on WUFO. If you were listening in Buffalo, New York from August 66, the first of 3, a B-side here for the Festivals. It's called I'll Always Love You. This is for Edmund Williams.
Some kind of clue that you want me to, and I'll always love you. You know I'll try to make you happy, you know, because there's nowhere in this world I wouldn't go just to see your smiling face all aglow. I'm crazy for telling you this, but I can't resist telling you I love you. I guess I'm the kind of guy love can rule. I may be a fool, but I'll always love you. You know I'll try to make you happy, you know, because there's nowhere in this world I wouldn't go just to see your smiling face all aglow. People say I'm crazy for telling you this, but I can't resist telling you I love you. I can't help but love you. I got to keep on loving you. I can't help but love you. I got to keep on loving you.
There you go, B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Geez, I didn't... John G. all excited. I didn't queue up the next... record. There you go. B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There from those are the Festivals. That's Earl Moss on lead, August 1966 on the Smash record label. Their first of 3. That's the B-side, I'll Always Love You. You heard the A-side there. Sounded like another song. What song did that tune music? Well, it couldn't be Major Lance, but maybe something like that. Kind of like a Curtis Mayfield pen tune, but a great two-sider there, the Festivals. That's the first side was called Music. Let us continue here. We fill a request for listener Mnon, and I love this next tune. This by this singer from Crawfordville, Arkansas. Now, early in his career, he sang gospel with the Highway QCs, and was a member of a 1950s vocal group called the Five Echoes. You will hear that song on my Saturday night program. That begins at 9 p.m., 9 to midnight, those of you that are new here. And he went solo in 1961, first recording for Sam Cooke's SAR Records. Then in 1966, He signed with the Stax label, had about 32 releases through 1976, and here is his 9th release. This was a big hit for him, and this was a 45 that my aunt purchased in the fall of 1968. Number 5 on Billboard, a big number 1 R&B hit. And she played both sides of this 45, and we're going to hear both sides because this is a request for listener Mnon. This tune written by Homer Banks, Betty Crutcher, Don Davis, and Raymond Jackson. It's produced by Don Davis. Go to September of 1968. I'm sure some of you in the chat room heard this record when it came out in September of 1968. Here's the great Johnny Taylor on Stax Records going out to Mnon. It's called Who's Making Love? Johnny Taylor.
Hear me now. All you fellas, gather around me and let me give you some good advice. What I'm gonna ask you now. You better think about it twice. Why you lying, cheating on your woman? There is something you never even thought of. Like loving who's making love to your old lady. While you were out making love, give me now. Now who's making love to your old lady? While you were out making love. I've seen so many fellas fall in that same old thing, thinking that a woman is made to be beat on and treated so bad. Oh, fellas, let me ask you something. I'm sure that you never even dreamed of loving who's making love to your old lady while you were out making love. Oh, who's making love to your old lady while you were out making love? I know there are some women guilty of this too. I'm not trying to run your life, Lord, it's up to you. Oh, you, you. Reason why I ask this question, I used to be the same way. When I decided to straighten up, I followed his words a little too late. Oh yeah, that's when it all happened. Something I never dreamed of. Somebody was loving my old lady while I was out making love. Somebody was loving my old lady while I was out making love. Listen now who's making love to your old lady while you were out making love? Baby, oh baby, oh baby, now tell me who's making love.
There you go. That one there by request for listener Mnon there. The great sound of Johnny Taylor, September 1968, his big hit on the Stax record label, Who's Making Love. What a big record that was, and a great record it is. Now, for you listeners out there and collectors of the music, you have to be sure to flip over your 45s. Now, my Aunt Mary, she always played the flip side. Really, every time she bought a record in the record store, she'd bring it home, and she'd say, Johnny, I bought some records. So she said, let's put them on and listen to them. And, of course, you know, she was buying into her, I think into her 50s, she continued to buy records in the record store, but she played the flip sides of her records, and she liked this, the B-side of this, a lot too. She played both sides. I still have her original copy, but I have a nice vinyl promo somewhere in the No Humidity basement. But let's flip this record over here because Mnon also requested the flip side. Now this side, written by Isaac Hayes and David Porter, and this one produced by Al Jackson and Steve Craig. proper, September 68. This is the B-side to Who's Making Love by Johnny Taylor on Stax. The song is called I'm Trying. This is for MOTOWN. And read.
Trying, oh yeah. And if I don't please you and give you all you need, I'm trying, I'm trying. You know you mean the whole world to me, and that's what keeps me trying. I'm trying. I may not provide all you entitled to, but deep down in my soul, that's what I want to do. I'm trying. Baby, can't you see I'm trying? Oh, yeah. No stumbling block can block my path. Whatever I got, I'll run and give you half. And in the world, if I don't succeed, let there be problems, you and me. If I don't love you like you want me to, baby, I'm trying, trying. If I'm not there when you need talking to, baby, I'm trying, I'm trying. I may not provide all you're entitled to, but deep down in my soul, that's what I wanna do. I'll keep on trying. Baby, can't you see I'm trying? Oh, yes, I am, girl. I'm trying. Lord, have mercy. Can't you see that I'm trying? Every day when I get up and go to work, I'm trying to make you happy. Lord, I'm trying.
There you go, B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, sending that one out to Reed King, and also a request for MOTOWN, the great Johnny Taylor. That's the flip side to Who's Making Love, September 1968. On Stax Records, I'm Trying is the name of the tune. Johnny G is trying hard. Today was a very difficult day, I will say, when you deal with an elderly parent who is not sometimes all there. It's very difficult to do, and I will tell you that. But Johnny G is kind of mellowing out with the music here tonight, so thank you all for being here. If you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel as we continue here. Let's go back to Philadelphia now with a flip side from last week. Now, someone posted on my Facebook wall. You can go to my John Galindo on Facebook, and you can see 45 scans of labels, and I kind of randomly take the scans and I post them up there. But somebody said when I posted this record last week that the flip side was a Northern Soul tune. So if I got any Northern Soul aficionados in my YouTube chat room, you can let me know. But I played Yvonne Baker and the Sensations last week on Kay Williams Jr. Records. Their 6th of 7 was called Mend the Torn Pieces. That was a request for listener Frank Gingaro. This song, I should say this 45, first issued in October of 65. It was re-released in 1967, and that's the press that I have. And this tune, but the flip side here, a tune written by Andrew Mike Terry and Jack Ashford. Let's go to October of, originally released in October of 65. This is the 1967 issue, Yvonne Baker and the Sensations on Junior Records. The song is called I Can't Change. There you go. That's Yvonne Baker and the Sensations, originally released in October of 65. On the Junior record label, I Can't Change is the name of the two. Some people just never change. It's very difficult to change once you are in a routine for so many years, I will tell you that much. But some people can as we continue here. Let's stay in Philadelphia now. Fill a request for listener George Chestnut. This group first recording back in 1961 for the local Gowan record label. In 1968, they signed with Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff's Gamble label, had 24 releases through 1974. Now, you may know their biggest national hit was a song called Cowboys to Girls. That was their sixth release on the Gamble record label. I played that flip side not too long ago. I forget who requested it, but it was a great flip side too, by the way. George requested their 17th release as we go to a touch of the 70s here on the Vinyltreasure show. This record released in February of 1971. This is a Gamble Huff pen tuned. Now, in 1970, Bobby Starr took over the group's lead. He became the group's lead singer, replacing Sam Brown. Now, this charted regionally. This charted number 6 on KDKO in Littletown, Colorado. Let's go to February 1971. It's going out to George Chestnut, the Intruders. The Intruders on Gamble Records. And the song is called, I don't know why I thought of Girl Scout cookies, but it's not about Girl Scout cookies. It's called I'm Girl Scouting. These are the Intruders for George Chestnut. you go. That one there by request for George Chestnut. Sound of Philadelphia there. Those are the Intruders, February 71. Bobby Starr. He sounds a lot like Sam Brown, but that's Bobby Starr on lead. On the Gamble record label, Girl Scoutin' is the name of the tune. That's their 17th release on the Gamble record label. Let us fill a request now for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. Now, this group first recording back for George Golner's Rama record label in 1956, had 3 releases on the Rama label. Now, this trio included Vicki Burgess, Lynn Middleton, and Margaret Moore. Collectively, they were known as the Joy Tones. Now, this was their very last single. Came out on the Co-Ed record label. This is like an in-demand record. Now, this record was re-released later on under another name. Maybe somebody knows about this tune and can mention it in the chat room here. But this features Lynn Middleton on lead. Let's go to February of 1965. This is going out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. These are the Joy Tones. On Co-Ed Records, it's called This Love, parentheses, That I'm Giving You. The Joy Tones for Adrian. There you go. Great girl group sounds here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for Adrian Viterbo, the Joy Tones, February 1965. That was like their final single as the Joy Tones. It's on the Co-Ed record label. That's Lynn Middleton on lead. This Love, parentheses, That I'm Giving You. Johnny G giving you musical love here on a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. If you do have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the best way to do it as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure show. Let's fill a request now for listener Delbert Merrow, who is in our YouTube chat room, as we go to Detroit, Michigan, and he wanted to hear The Miracles. The Miracles on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla record label. This was their 20th release on the Tamla label. This tune co-written and co-produced by the lead singer of the group. His name is Smokey Robinson. This is off an LP, if you have that LP, called Going to a Go-Go, and a 1965 LP by The Miracles. And this is from December of 1965 by request for Delbert in our YouTube chat room. The Miracles on Tamla. This charted number 11 on Billboard, number 2 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record if you were tuned in Oakland, California to KDIA. The Miracles with Going to a Go-Go. There you go. That one there by request for Delbert Merrow in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of The Miracles. Smokey Robinson on lead with The Miracles, December 65 release from the LP of the same name, Going to a Go-Go. That one there, a great tune on the Tamla record label. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for Avatar in our YouTube chat. And for this artist born James Solomon McDonald on March 21st of 1940 in Philadelphia. He signed with the Apollo record label back in 1955. Didn't find success until he signed with Atlantic Records. Had a ton of releases on the Atlantic label. Plus, he recorded for other labels too, but he had 32 releases on Atlantic Records during his career. This was his 17th release that Avatar requested. Now, this tune written by Bob Dylan, it's a song he wrote, and he put this out in March of 1965, but let's give a listen to this version as requested by Avatar by Solomon Burke. This one arranged by Bert Keys. This was a number one record on WCHB in Detroit. Now, this is the flip side of his tune, Tonight's the Night. Let's go to May of 1965 by request for Avatar, Mr. Solomon Burke on Atlantic, and his rendition of the tune Maggie's Farm for Avatar.
I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. No, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. Well, I wake up in the morning, fold my hands and pray for rain. Got a head full of ideas that's driving me insane. It's a shame the way she makes me scrub those floors. You see, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. I ain't gonna work for Maggie's farm no more. No, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's farm no more. Well, he puts his cigars out in your face for kicks. His bedroom windows are all made out of bricks. The sheriff and the National Guard stand around his doors. Let me tell you, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's farm no more. Well, I try my best to be just like I am, but everybody wants me to be just like them. They sing while I slave and I get bored. You see, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. You better believe it, ain't gonna do nothing, yeah, nah. You see, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's farm.
Here you go, by request for listener Avatar in our YouTube chat room there. That's the sound of Solomon Burke covering the Bob Dylan tune Maggie's Farm from May of 1965. It's on the Atlantic record label Maggie's Farm for Avatar as we continue here. Somebody's birthday in the chat room. Got to say happy birthday to DFB88 in our chat room. We like to announce birthdays here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Thank you for being here, being part of the show as we continue here. And let's fill this request out. Let's send this one out to David Vilma in our YouTube chat room. And this is... wait a minute, I lost my place. This is Little Anthony and the Imperials. You know, after their releases on N Records in 1964, the group kind of broke up. Well, the group broke up after they left N Records, and they kind of got reunited again, and they met up with Teddy Randazzo, who brought them to Don Costa's DCP International record label, and they would again find success with songs like Going Out of My Head, Hurt So Bad, and many others. Like this one, I think this was a hit for the group. This one, written by Teddy Randazzo and Bobby Weinstein. This was number 15 on Billboard, number 8 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record if you were tuned in to WOOK in Washington, D.C. from July 64. We'll send this one out to David Vilma in our YouTube chat room. Little Anthony and the Imperials with their tune called I'm on the Outside Looking In.
wanna be back on the inside with you. You are with somebody new, and I don't know what to do, 'cause I'm still in love with you. In love with you. I'm on the outside looking in. I don't wanna be left on the outside all alone. Well, I guess I've had my day, and you let me go my way. Now it's me who has to pay. I never should have gone away. I never should have gone away and left you like I did, with tears in your eyes. I thought you'd take me back, but now, to my surprise, I'm on the outside looking in. Gotta find a way back to your heart, dear. Once again, won't you take me back again? I'll be waiting here till then, on the outside looking in. Won't you take me back again? I'll be waiting here till then, on the outside looking in. On the outside looking in.
That's a great sound of Little Anthony and the Imperials. That's a July 64 release on DCP International Records. I'm on the outside looking in. That one there by request. We'll send it out to David Vielma in our YouTube chat room. And let's do a twin spin with Little Anthony and the Imperials. Although on this release, they're Anthony and the Imperials. Now, that's Anthony Guardine. He is the lead singer of the group. Now, what would happen is I think Don Costa would sell DCP International to United Artists, and they had a label called Veep Records, so all the releases of the DCP International 45s would be re-released on Veep Records, and others were issued by the group, and they had 19 releases on the Veep label. And this is a request for Frank Chingaro. He requested their 14th release. This tune, again, written and produced by Teddy Randazzo, and again, featuring Anthony Guardine on lead. This is a twin spin. We heard first from July 64 with I'm on the Outside Looking In. Let's move to November of 67. This one on the Veep label by request for Frank Chingaro. Anthony and the Imperials. I guess he wasn't little anymore, but they did have releases that came out after this as Little. The song is called If I Remember to Forget. This is by request for Frank Chingaro.
If I remember to forget, I can almost be myself again. But each time I meet someone that we knew, it reminds me of you, and it starts again, hurting my heart again. If I I remember to forget all the little dreams that fell apart, if I don't recall the things you would say, for a while I'm okay, but I know it's gonna take a long, long time trying to pretend that we're only friends, that I'm over you and it had to end somehow. I can't believe it's really true. There is someone new who is holding you. If I remember to forget, I'll be strong enough to pass you by. Don't be fooled if there's a tear in my eyes. I forgot how to cry. And yeah, sometimes I just forget to remember to
There you go. That one there by request for listener Frank Gingaro. We got a twin spin there with Little Anthony and the Imperials. That release from November of 1967 as Anthony and the Imperials on Veep Records, If I Remember to Forget. Johnny G has become very forgetful, as we're going to say happy birthday wishes to Chris Reed in our YouTube chat. And it's also his mother-in-law's birthday. Wow, lots of birthdays today to listeners of the Vinyl Treasure Show. So happy birthday, Chris. And I figured I'll play a request for Chris. I got a few here. Some good ones that he requested, and this is one of them. This next singer, and I play him a lot on my 1950s show. He's originally from Philadelphia, and he was a lead singer of a group called the Thrillers. You may know their biggest hit from 1957, a song called Peanuts, came out on the OK record label, and but he continued to record for a number of different labels through his career. I think the last record he did for OK was in 1960, but he would have other releases. This one's on Danny Robinson's Fury record label. Did he write this one here? And this is a song he wrote. He was also not only a talented singer, but also a talented writer. And this one came out in July of 1962. It's not in the greatest of shape, but it's a cool tune. So this is going out to the birthday boy, Chris Reed, in our YouTube chat room. I got your email late today, Chris, so I will read it this evening. This is Little Joe Cook. Little Joe Cook on the Fury label. It's called These Lonely Tears. This is for Chris Reed on his birthday.
Shedding for you are falling, baby, like a morning dew. My heart is pining for the love I once knew. That's why these lonely tears will keep falling for you. Oh, once we were happy. Happy and gay, yeah. Now dark clouds, baby, are passing our way. These lonely, lonely tears are breaking my heart. Oh, why and we drifted so far apart. Lonely tears, oh, that I cannot hide. Everything's gone, everything, baby, even my pride. Oh, these lonely, lonely, lonely tears are falling still, because I love you, my darling, and I always will. Come on back to me, come on back, oh yeah, and let's be sweethearts again. These lonely, lonely, lonely tears just got to end. These lonely, lonely tears that I shedded for you. Oh, why I'm so lonely, lonely and blue. Come on back, oh yeah, let's be sweethearts again. These lonely, lonely, lonely tears, baby, just got to end. These lonely, lonely tears I'm shedding for you. That's why I'm so lonely, lonely and blue. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's why I'm so lonely, lonely and blue.
There you go. That one there going out to Chris Reed on his birthday. That's Little Joe Cook, not the high voice that you're so used to hearing on Peanuts. His real voice there, Little Joe Cook from July 62 on Bobby Robinson's Fury Records out of New York City. These Lonely Tears is the name of the tune. That's for Chris Reed. No need to be lonely here on a Wednesday evening right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. Let's just hope the copyright police leave Johnny G alone. Let us continue here, and let's fill a request for James Brown in our YouTube chat room. This duo, you all know, they are cousins. They are really cousins, and one was from Pensacola, Florida, the other from Tallahassee, Florida. And you know their big hit from 1966 came out on the Bell record label. Their rendition of the tune I'm Your Puppet was their first of 10 on the Bell record label. Let's give a listen to their follow-up. And actually, this might be the B-side, I think, but it sounds a lot like their first release. But I like this tune, a tune written by Bob Montgomery and Don Schroeder. This charted, maybe this was the A-side, this charted number 5 on KABH. If you were listening way out in Honolulu, Hawaii, from January 1967 by request for James Brown in our YouTube chat room. This is James and Bobby Purify on Bell Records. It's called You Can't Keep a Good Man Down. This is for James Brown.
It seems so hopeless. I got so far to
That's the great sound of James and Bobby Purify. That one there going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room, their second release on the Bell record label from January 67. You Can't Keep a Good Man Down is the name of the tune. So in case of that, you got to give Johnny G a thumbs up if you're digging these cool tunes, and please consider subscribing if you are new to the program. The more subscribers I get, the more I get away with the copyright police. And, they shut me down a couple times, and I think it's because they call me a small creator. I'm not a small creator, I'm a big creator. But anyway, so I really hope that you would consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about the program, too. This is our first show of the week. I'll be doing three shows this week. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. I got the 78s in the box down here, ready for tomorrow, beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I'll move that show up to 1 o'clock once I clean a lot of the 78s and I have them all there, because it takes me a while to prepare for this. You can ask Edmund Williams. Asked me how I clean my 78s. And what I do is I hold it under the faucet, and you can use any type of just as long as your dishwashing liquid doesn't have alcohol in it. I don't think they put it in there, but just don't use anything with alcohol on a 78 because you're going to eat it away. And I use a medium toothbrush, and I hold it in my hand and I spin it there, and I go around, I rinse it off, and I dry it. You can use a soft towelette, or I use a Bounty paper towel. Sometimes I have to do it a couple times for grimy, those old kind of recycled vinyl. So, but it takes me a long time. So Evan was asking me, Johnny G, what do? You do this? No wonder it takes you 2 weeks to prepare for the show. But anyway, I digress. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. This singer, originally from Dallas, Texas, first recording in 1964 for the Bounce record label. Then this was his next release. This came out on Max and Sol Weiss's Galaxy Records, which was out of San Francisco, California. Lots of great tunes on the Galaxy record label. His name is Joe Johnson, and he wrote this tune. It's from November 65. Joe Johnson on the Galaxy label. It's called, and I Am Not This. I don't think Warren is either. It's called Gold Digging Man, for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room.
Say hey, I'm on my way to the hill. I'm searching for gold. I'll find it, I know I will. I got my pack on my back, I got my shovel in my hand. I'm a gold digging man. Say hey, I got my mule on the chain. Been working so hard, oh, I'm about to go insane. My back is right with pain, but soon I'll stake my claim. I'm a gold digging man. Oh, listen at me pick. It gets rough out here. Makes a man a weeping willow. Hey, come on. Say hey. I think I done hit a mother load. Oh yes I did. I'm so happy I could cry. I'll buy aeroplanes and the nicest of everything. I'm a gold digging man.
There you go. That one there going out to Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. That's Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson on the Galaxy record label. That's a song he wrote from November 65. Gold Diggin' Man is the name of the tune. So Avatar says to me, Johnny G, did you ever use the Spin Clean machine? Well, Avatar, I've been using the Spin Clean machine since I could remember to clean my 45s. And I just am not going to put my 78s in there because it's kind of hard to, I have a hard time spinning those 78s. I'm afraid they're going to crack. They're too fragile. The 78s, I won't do it. The Flexies are okay to do, but it's so much better to use the soap, you know, especially and the bristles get in the grooves because the 78 grooves are wide. I do the same thing. I saw that Warren does the same thing. He doesn't use a toothbrush. I do the same thing on the 45. So let's say you get a 45 and there's like syrup in the dead wax or syrup in the wax, and even if you cleaned it with soap, it doesn't come out. And sometimes when I play my 50s records, I hear this kind of swish or whatever. Once I put it under the faucet with the toothbrush, it kind of gets it out. It really works. It does a great job. It does. You don't have to put that kind of gunk on the records. They sell all kinds of things to use, but I use the Spin Clean. I do, Avatar. I do. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show for a Wednesday evening. Let's fill a request for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room as we go to Chicago for this trio of brothers. They are David, Victor, and James Martin. Collectively, they were known as the Chimes, Chymes, and they recorded first for the MOTOWN record label back in 1964. Now, they did 2 releases on this label out of Chicago, Walter and Burgess Gardner's Down to Earth label. And this was their first release, a tune written by David Martin, who might be the lead on this. Very good, Charlene. This is produced by the label owners, arranged by Burgess Gardner. The music is by the Soul Crusaders. And this is from March of 1970 by request for Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. The Chimes, Chymes, on Down to Earth Records. It's called My Baby's Gone Away. This is for Leonard. Touch of the 70s here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, March 1970 release there. The Chimes, that one there by request for Leonard Mancini. My Baby's Gone Away is the name of the tune. That's on the Down to Earth record label. And this music by the Soul Crusaders, they also recorded As the Star Tells in 1970 on Lamar Records. Now, this charted number 6 on WVON in Chicago. They also have later releases on the Margie and Tico labels. And David Martin also had releases on JP in 1974 and Record in 1976. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. What am I forgetting? I'm forgetting something. I am. It's going to come to me. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. This gal, she was born in Chicago. Her real name was Rosemary Timothea Aruro, but she moved to Los Angeles, California as a child. She would sign with Liberty Records in 1961. She had 16 releases on the Liberty label through 1968. You may know her biggest hit, which was her debut single, a great tune she does, called Hurt. But David requested her 7th release for the Liberty label. This tune written by Joy Byers, produced by Ed Silvers, arranged by Bert Keys, from November 62. It's Miss Timmy Yuro. Timmy Yuro on the Liberty label, going out to David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. It's called I Ain't Gonna Cry No More. Timmy Yuro. There you go. That one there by request for David Silberg, the great sound of Timmy Yuro. What do I do with my sheets here? Johnny G going crazy here. Yeah, there you go. November 1962. On the Liberty record label, Timmy Yuro with I Ain't Gonna Cry No More. That was her 7th release for the Liberty record label. Let us continue here. Now we're going to do a... was it who is it? N2 in the YouTube chat room there. asked if I had a Otis Redding record, and I will say I did. I have two requests for Otis Redding. So let's. Two people requested this next tune. One was Bust a Bass, and the other one was I think it was Edmund Williams. I think. Let me just double check. Here's his write-ups here. So where is it? It is who requested this? I'm looking here. Oh, here you go. We are correct. So anyway, we're going to play this. I guess I saw the request there. I didn't know if I was going to be able to get to it, but I will get to it right now because Busta Bass requested this, Edmund Williams requested this, and N2. What was the code, you guys and gals with the codes here in the I got to scroll up. Yeah. N2B 1986. Can you play Otis Redding? Well, you're in luck because I do have an Otis Redding single here. And it was unfortunate we lost Otis Redding in that horrible, horrible plane crash on December 10th of 1967, crashing in Lake Monona in Madison, Wisconsin during that snowstorm en route to a concert in Madison. And it was such a terrible thing. But he never saw that his record Dock of the Bay was going to make it to number one because it did. It was a number one hit for him, but he did not see it. But they continued to release records after his death on Volt and Stax and Atco Records through 1972. Now, this was his first release for the Atco record label. Actually had 13 releases on the Atco label, and this was his first, a song he co-wrote. It was produced by Steve Cropper. This charted number 51 on Billboard, 36 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number one record on WSGN in Birmingham, Alabama. You would think that I would have a nice copy of this, but I don't. It was off-center, and the other copy I had was totally whipped. So anyway, I'm going to have to pick up, unless I have another one down in the basement, which is possible. But anyway, we're going to give it a spin from June 68 by request for Busta Bass, Edmund Williams, and N2 in our YouTube chat room, the great Otis Redding on Atco Records, and his tune is called Hard to Handle. Otis Redding.
Baby, here I am, I'm a man on the scene. Can give you what you want, but you got to go home with me. I forgot some good old love, and then I got some in store. When I get through throwing it on you, you got to come back for more. Boys and things will come by the dozen, but that ain't nothing but drugstore loving. Pretty little thing, let me light your count, cause mama, I'm sure hard to hell and now, yes, around. Lighter than word, and I'm a man with a great experience. I know you got you another man, but I can love you better than him. Take my hand, don't be afraid, I wanna prove every word I say. I'm advertising love for free, so won't you place your ad with me? Boys will call my dime by the dozen, but that ain't nothing but 10-cent love. Pretty little thing, let me light your count, cause mama, I'm sure hard to hell and now, yes, around. Baby, here I am, I'm a man on the scene. I can give you what you want, just come go home with me. I got some good old loving and I got better in store. When I get through throwing it on you, you got to come back for more. Boys will call my dime by my loving, but that ain't nothing but drugstore love. Pretty little thing, let me light the count, called mama, I'm sure hard to hell and now, yes, around.
as Johnny G gets caught here. I was deciding on what record to play. I'm going to play Tommy Albergo's record next. But anyway, there you go. It's the sound of Otis Redding here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for a Bust the Bass, Edmund Williams, and N2 in our YouTube chat room. That's June 1968. Hard to Handle is the name of the tune. That was his first of 13 releases on the Atco label. Hard to Handle. Johnny G can be very hard to handle at times, I will tell you that much. But let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listener Tommy Albergo tuned into the program, and he made this special request. He emailed Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com, and this is a male-female duet. Now, the male, he was born William Patrick McCord, originally in Riverside, California. Now, he was the son of radio and TV announcer Bill McCord, and they would relocate to Westchester County, New York, and you know where Johnny G is from, Westchester County, New York. I think Hartsdale, if I'm not mistaken. But first recording in 1962 for Rust Records with his group called The Contrast, and he would perform here in the Westchester area, and he had other releases with, I think, the Night Riders. That's a rare record on the 1220 Club label. He has two on the Flavor label, and I have one of them with his group called the Veritones, a great tune. It's called You Can't Have Everything. And that's a record I found here in the wild, his first of two. In 1966, he became the lead singer of a group called the Blue-Eyed Soul. They recorded for the Cameo record label. Now, in 67, he would write a song together with Chip Taylor, and he would record it with a Judith Grace Guions. I think that's how I said it right, Reed, if I pronounced it correctly, Guions. And she was born in St. Paul, North Carolina, but she relocated to Brooklyn, New York. Now, she first recorded for the Ember label back in 1961. Her second release is a great rendition of the song Stormy Weather. She does a great rendition of that tune. And she, of course, she had other releases on Levette, and also she has lots of nice tunes on the Scepter label, 5 releases on Scepter through 1966. I think there's one on Stax she does also before she signed with Atlantic Records. Now, I'm talking about Billy Vera and Judy Clay. Now, Tommy requested their first of 3 on the Atlantic label, and this charted number 58 on Cashbox, 54 on Billboard, 20 on the R&B chart, and a big number 3 record if you were tuned in to WMGM in Miami, Florida. Let's go to December of 1967 by request for Tommy Albergo, Billy Vera, and Judy Clay, and their tune called Storybook Children.
You've got your world, and I've got mine, and it's a shame. Two grown-up worlds that will never be the same. Why can't we be like storybook children, running through the rain, hand in hand across the meadow? Why can't we be like storybook children in a wonderland where nothing's planned for tomorrow? You've got his ring, you've got his heart, you've got his baby. And Billy, it's too late across the meadow. Hold my hand one more time. Why can't we be like storybook children in a wonderland where the pigs play for tomorrow? How happy we would be if only we were storybook children.
Yeah, they're liking that one there in the YouTube chat room there. That's the great sound of Billy Vera and Judy Clay, December 1967 release. Storybook Children is the name of the tune. That came out on the Atlantic record label, their first of three. And it was unfortunate that Judy Clay, she would pass away from complications following a car accident in 2001. She was 62 years old. Now, when I was working at Sony Music, that sometime in 2005, I was in the digital accounting department. They didn't know how to account for those digital downloads way back in 2005, so I helped them with that. I met her son. I think his name was Leo Gatewood. My boss, Brian Kelleher, introduced me to him. We were talking about his mom, and I said, you know, I play her records, her early sides on my 50s show, and we're talking about stormy weather and whatnot. Now, he was lobbying to have a movie done about his mother, and I don't know if that ever materialized or not, but it was fun talking with him. I think his name was Leo, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, there you go, the great sound of Billy Vera and Judy Clay, Storybook Children. You know, the two others are good too. I saw them in the box when I was pulling the records out, so stay tuned for that. Johnny G here on a Wednesday, and thank you all for being here. If you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Let's fill a request for UK listener David Dilson for this New Jersey-based group signed with Columbia Records, had 4 releases on the label. Let's give a listen to their 4th. This one produced and arranged by Van McCoy. And you know, when you see Van McCoy on the label, you better buy it, writer or producer or arranger. This features Robert Shivers on lead. This bubbled under on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 100. I guess we can't say it bubbled under because it went to 100, I think. And this was number 8 on KATZ in St. Louis, Missouri, September 1966. Let's give a listen to the Spellbinders. The Spellbinders on Columbia Records. It's called Help Me, parentheses, Get Myself Back Together Again. This is for David Dillison.
Show for the girl I love so much before. Love made me blind and I couldn't see that she was only fooling me. Yes, she broke my heart and
Yeah, that's the great sound of the Spellbinders there. That one there by request for David Dillison. September 1966, their fourth release for the Columbia record label. Help me, parentheses, get myself back together again. Again, if you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Now, if this show, blacks out on you, and I don't want to bring the copyright police out. Oh, but there they are. They are out. So I figured I'd warn you. If this show goes out and you can't see me anymore, and you're going to be upset. And I told YouTube about this. I said, you cannot shut my show down when I have like 100 people tuned into, actually more. Because there's 100, there's 95 of you in the chat room, and there's 395 that are tuned into the program. So don't shut me down. You can't do that. So anyway, but they do, and then they post it up there. But if they ever do, you need to go to Oldies and More. oldiesandmoreradio.com. There's the listen button there, so at least you can listen, because I can broadcast there. And I can play Elvis Presley there, but I can't play it here. There's certain records I can't play on YouTube, so it kind of limits me. So I usually get like an artist of the month that Oldies and More uses, but I can't play those artists because I'll get shut down. But I don't think I'll get shut down on this tune, because I've featured this song before, and it's a great tune. This is by request for listener Jerry Gingaro. This group out of Jersey City, New Jersey, had 14 releases on Joe Evans' Carnival record label, and Jerry requested their fifth release. This tune written by group member Edward Bivens. It features George Smith on lead. This should have did better. This charted number 92 on Billboard, 70 on Cashbox, 20 on the R&B chart. But this was a big number one record on WOPA out of Chicago, Illinois, from September 65. Let's give a listen to the Manhattans on the Carnival label for Jerry Gingaro. Go Away, Copyright Police. They are out there. Go away so I can play this darn record. So let's give it a spin here. The Manhattans on Carnival. The song is called Follow Your Heart for Jerry Gingaro.
What should he do? Ooh, it's a puzzling thing. Ooh,
What should I do? I really wanna know. Somebody's got to get up and tell me, yeah. I really
it's a puzzling thing. What should he do?
my mind tells me to forget her.
It's a puzzling thing.
My heart says love true. Yeah.
What should he do?
Which one should I rely on? Somebody's got to get up and tell me what should I do. I really got to know.
Follow your heart.
Somebody, please tell me. I really want to know. Hey, somebody's got to get up and tell me. She treats me sweet sometimes, yeah.
It's a puzzling thing.
Think she treats me so untrue. Which one should I rely on? Somebody come on, tell me what should I do? I really got to know.
Follow your
Hey, I asked my mother and my father and my sister and my brother. Somebody's got to tell me, yeah. I really wanna know. I really got to know. Mother said it's hard to make a decision.
There you go. That one there going out to Jerry Gingaro, The Sound of the Manhattans. That's September 65. That's George Smith on lead. It's on Carnival Records. The great sound there. Follow Your Heart is the name of the tune. That's George Smith on the lead there. Let us continue here. Maybe we'll throw them off with this next tune. This is a request for Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. Now, this singer originally from Albany, New York, but later relocated. Oh, they left, thank goodness. Later relocated. No, they're back again. What are they doing? I mean, I swear, this is not good. But later, the singer, originally from Albany, New York, but later relocated to Newark, New Jersey, made his debut in 1957, recorded for Hiram Johnson's Johnson record label, a great tune that he does. But he recorded on a bunch of different labels through his career. He had two. This is a late one, though, from 57. We're going to move to 1972. Sound touch of the 70s here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. But his name is Bird Rollins. He's got a lot of nice tunes. Bird Rollins. This is his second of two on Nate McCalla's Calla label from January 72. This is by request for Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. Bird Rollins with She Needs Lovin' All the Time on the Calla label. This is for Ron Harry.
Bird's got a story to tell all you dudes. You better listen, dig it. Life is funny to the woman that loves one man. Although her dude tries to do the very best that he can, he thinks 'cause he works night and day and brings his woman his pay that he's doing all he can. What doesn't cross his mind, instead of just money, his woman needs loving all the time. He thinks 'cause he holds her just once a week, that's enough. But if his woman only fed him, only when he held her, he'd starve to death. Also, sisters know that life is funny to the woman that loves one man. Although her dude tries to do the very best that he can, 'cause he works night and day and brings his woman his pay that he's doing all he can. Oh yeah. But what doesn't cross his mind, instead of just money, his woman needs loving all the time. Yeah, yeah. She don't wanna get a friend, don't want the dude to come home drunk again, don't wanna wait like she's in a food store line. She's a woman, she needs loving all the time. Yeah, yeah, just like a baby, she needs loving all the time. Oh yeah, if she's an old lady, still needs loving all the time. My, God knows she needs a loving.
Okay. Johnny G here. All right, so I see Mark Speck wants me to flip over the Bird Rollins tune. We will do that, but I have this one keyed up here. This is a request for a listener, Bill O from New Jersey, as he is all raring to go for the, I haven't spoken to Bill yet this week, but I think he's ready to go with his gospel special. I'm just not ready to go. Have not gotten haven't heard from the team that's working on my studio. They have I have a case number, and they emailed me last week that they are working on it, so I'll have to check with them. But it's in the, I don't know, it's in the queue, I guess. So I'm just waiting for their reply. But let us continue here. Now, this is a request for Bill Obe. This singer, born in Pasadena, California, his name Don Harris, first recording as a member of the Squires that recorded for the Vital label. That was back in 1955. You'll hear those records on my Saturday night show. He would then team up with his fellow Squires member, Dewey Terry, to record as Don and Dewey for Art Roop's specialty record label. They have some cool tunes on the by Don and Dewey on the specialty label. Now, he would be given a nickname, Don Harris, of Sugar Cane, and that was done by Johnny Otis, who wrote and produced this single, which was released on the Epic label. And it's actually from an LP called Sugar Cane. So let's go to March of 1971 by request for Bill Obe, Sugar Cane Harris, a.k.a. Don Harris. Don Sugar Cane Harris on Epic Records. It's called A Little Soul Food. This is for Bill Obe.
I don't eat no big pork chop. I don't eat no ham hocks. I don't eat no cauliflower. I don't eat nothing to make my stomach sour. All I want is some collard green. All I want is some pinto beef of the soul food. Of the soul food. Ah, the soul food. Hey, the soul food. I don't eat no birthday cake. I don't eat no rare steak. I don't eat no fancy dish. I don't eat no smoked up fish. All I want is some candy yams. All I want is some jelly jam. Of the soul food. Of the soul food. Ooh, of the soul food. Yeah, the soul food. I don't want no filet mignon. You ought to take it back where it came from. I don't want no English peas. All I want is some hog head cheese. Of the soul food. Of the soul food. Yeah, the soul food. Ooh, the soul food. Well, now, I don't want no quail on toast. I don't want no pork roast. I don't want no oyster soup. I don't want no kidney stew. All I want is some black-eyed peas. All I want is me some hog knees. Of the soul food. Of the soul food. Yeah, the soul food. Of the soul food.
Yeah, touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. Miami Santi wants Johnny G to do an All 70s show. I probably I would be afraid to do that, Santi, because of the copyright police. If I was doing it, I think on Oldies and More Radio, I don't think they would mind doing it. I mean, I could try it, but they were going to shut me down with the 1970s. I got a lot of 70s records, folks. I do. I actually am going through them now. I'm trying to. Must have about 15 that, and they're early 70s. You know, they don't go past. I did find some. I have them here. I just haven't had a chance to play them. But anyway, there you go. By request for listener Bill Olben, New Jersey. That's Sugarcane Harris, a.k.a. Don Harris of Don and Dewey fame. Also, he was a member of the Squires. That's March 71 on Epic Records. A Little Soul Food is the name of the tune. Johnny G can go for some soul food now. My mother made chicken tonight, and everything she makes is great, I have to say. Mama G does a great. She hasn't lost her touch in all these 89 years that she's been cooking, I will tell you that much. And she's tuned into the program. Hope you're digging on the tunes, Mom, here as we continue. Let's fill a request, instant request, for listener Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. He wants Johnny G to flip over that Bird Rollins tune we played for Ron Harry, which was from January 72. On the Calla record label, She Needs Lovin' All the Time. And this side is called, did I get this right? Yeah. It's called Love Man from Carolina. This is an instant request for Mark Speck. This is Bird Rollins. There you go, instant requests here on the All 60s edition. That one there going out to Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. That's Bird Rollins. It's amazing. I'm telling you, if you hear that 1957 release on the Johnson label. But that's January 72, Bird Rollins with Love Man from Carolina. And that's on the Calla record label. We heard the flip, She Needs Lovin' All the Time, as requested by Ron Harry. Let us continue here for a Wednesday evening, our first show of the week. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. for the 78 show. So you can look at my posts on YouTube, YouTube. I have the coming attractions up there, so you can click that to get a notification when Johnny G goes live. But let's fill a request now for Oldies fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith in our YouTube chat room. This singer, a favorite here on the All 60s edition, this singer from Washington, D.C., was discovered first as a pianist by Bo Diddley, who heard him playing and offered him a job as a backing musician. But Bo was instrumental with his first single called Billy's Blues, came out in 1956 on the Chess label. He would have one more release on the OK label with a vocal group called the Marquis, a local D.C. group which included Marvin Gaye in 1957. But he stopped recording. What happened? He stopped recording. Where did he go? But I maybe went into the service, Charlene. I don't know. I just wrote that. He returned to Chess Records in 1962, had 18 releases on Chess Records. This was his 9th release. It was his follow-up to I Do Love You. This is off of his Chess LP. If you own that LP, I don't know if I do. I do have a Billy Stewart LP, but he has an LP called I Do Love You. Now, this is a song he wrote. It's arranged by Phil Wright. This charted number 24 on Billboard, 21 on Cashbox, number 4 on the R&B chart, and a big number 2 record on KDIA in Oakland, California. Let's go to June of 1965. The great sound of Billy Stewart, going out to Oldies Fan on the Chess label. It's called Sitting in the Park for Oldies Fan.
If you ever gonna show love, I don't know if you're gonna show, my darling, I got to go. But nevertheless, I said, you gotta be waiting, sitting in the park, waiting for sitting here on the bench with my back against the fence, wondering if I have any sense. Something tells me I'm a fool to let you treat me so cruel, but nevertheless I say again, you gotta be waiting, sitting in the park, waiting for against the fence, wondering if I have any sense. Something tells me I'm a fool, let you treat me so cruel. Nevertheless, I say, you gotta be waiting, sitting in the park, waiting for wait, girl,
I have another copy of this. I didn't realize this was the off-center copy. I apologize for that because it's such a great tune there. And I just noticed that one of the hardest things, one of the worst things, besides labels reversed, is a record that's pressed like that. Hard to handle was all. You saw me playing around with that. Darren says that there's a way to fix that with, I don't know, there's a way to do this on this turntable to fix it. I don't know how to do that without, messing up my setup. But anyway, there you go. The great Billy Stewart there. Apologize for the off-centeredness of that. June 1965 by request for Oldies fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. That's Sitting in the Park. Let's do a twin spin. I had this sitting in the box for a long time here, so we'll play it for Jose Amador. And we just heard, what did I say, his 9th release? Wait, one says 18 and one says 19, Charlene. That was his 9th release, Sitting in the Park. This was his 14th release, and this is actually a B-side. The A-side of this was, I think, Secret Love, his version of Secret Love. But this is the B-side, a tune written by Billy Davis, Carl Smith, and Reynard Minor from September 66. Billy Stewart on the Chess label, a twin spin. It's called Look Back and Smile. Billy Stewart for Jose Amador.
Love on a hand. My love was yours to a good man. Whenever we went out on a date, I took you to the choicest place. Darling, I loved you all of the while, and I can look back and smile. I never acted over jealous with the other fellas. If there was something I was mad about, I set you down and we talked it out. Somebody said you loved another. It went in one ear and out the other. Darling, I loved you all of the while, and I can't look back and smile. I just don't feel though I was wrong. And I can look back and smile, 'cause I have loved you all of the while. I brought you everything in town, and still, my darling, I said you came in and put me down. And since I am not to blame, I can smile just the same. Never even told you a lie. When you needed love on a hand, my love was yours to a command. Whenever we went out on a date, I took you to the choicest place. Darling, I've loved you all the while, and I can look back and smile. And smile.
There you go with a twin spin there by the late, lost my place here, the Billy Stewart there. Billy Stewart, hold on, I wanted to say something about that. What did I do with the sheet here? Johnny, you are messing up. Here we go. There you go. That is, they're mentioning in the chat room, I didn't realize that was the same backing track as No Girl, but different lyrics there. But Billy Stewart there, September 1968. That is the B-side to Secret Love on Chess Records. Look Back and Smile is the name of the tune. You know, it was unfortunate that tragedy struck for Billy on January 17th of 1970. The car he was driving went off the road. It plunged into the, is it Neuse? Is Neuse? Neuse? I forget, I don't know how to pronounce that, river in North Carolina. It killed him and 3 band members, and actually just a couple of days short of his 33rd birthday. Tragic ending to a great singer there, Mr. Billy Stewart. And there you go with a twin spin, Sitting in the Park and Look Back and Smile, as we remember here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's continue here, and let's fill a request. Actually, I'm going to do a twin spin with this gal, and we got one for Travis Floyd and one for Amnon. This gal from Tuscadero, California, and she is often requested here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, the 60s edition. First recording at age 16 for Bob Keene's Donna record label. That was back in 1962. Now, she would join her sister Patrice in 63, recording as a member of the 4Js on the 4J label. Then after a couple of duet releases, I think she did one with Hal Davis, and then she did another one with Robert Jackson. She would sign with Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla record label. And this was her first release for the Tamla label, a tune written by Ed Cobb, produced by Hal Davis and Mark Gordon. And this is a request for listener Amnon. This charted number 18 on Cashbox, number 13 on Billboard, number 3 on the R&B chart, and this is from March of 64. And I like this record. Let's give a listen to Brenda Holloway. Brenda Holloway on Tamla Records. It's called Every Little Bit Hurts, for Amnon.
Every little bit hurts. Every little bit hurts. Every night I cry, every night I sigh, every night I wonder why you treat me cold, yet you won't let me go. Every little hurt counts. Every little hurt counts. You say you're coming home, yet you never phone. Leave me all alone. My love is strong for you. I do wrong for you. I can't take this loneliness you've given me. I can't go on giving my life away. To me, darling, you'll see I can give you all the things that you wanted before, if you will stay with me. Yeah, every little bit hurts. Every little bit hurts. To you, I'm a toy, and to you, the boy who has to say when I should play. Yet you hurt me, desert me. To me, darling, you'll see I can give you
As March 1964 release there for Brenda Holloway. Brenda Holloway by request for MOTOWN. Every Little Bit Hurts is the name of the tune. She does this. She lip syncs this on Shivery, I think. A great performance by her. Let's do a twin spin for Miss Brenda Holloway. This is a request for listener Travis Floyd, and he was in our YouTube chat room earlier. This is her fifth release for the Tamla record label. This tune written and produced by Berry Gordy Jr., and this charted number 116. It bubbled under at number 116, was number 24 on WZUM, if you were listening in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, from August 65. A twin spin with Miss Brenda Holloway on Tamla Records. It's called You Can Cry on My Shoulder. This is for Travis Floyd.
Just because you know I love you so much, don't be afraid to tell me you're sad because you lost her love. Though your love is not for me, I don't want to see you in misery. So come on.
Great sound of Brenda Holloway there. That's a twin spin. We heard, first we heard, oops, Johnny G, what are you doing here? Oh, man. First we heard Every Little Bit Hurts. That was her first release on the Tamla label from March of 1964. Followed it up with You Can Cry on My Shoulder. What'd I say? That was her fifth release from August of 1965. I mean, I like Brenda Holloway. She has some great tunes. Just Look What You've Done was another great up-tempo she did. But we love to feature Brenda Holloway here on the All 60s edition. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request for James Brown in our YouTube chat room. This is another artist that frequently gets played here on the All 60s edition. This singer from Winterville, Mississippi. Talking about Major Lance. And this is actually an answer tune that he does. That I played not too long ago. Was it Jan Bradley's "Mama Didn't Lie" from 1962 on the Chess record label? This is, I think, an answer tune to that, as requested by James Brown in our YouTube chat room. And this is a tune written by Curtis Mayfield, produced by Carl Davis, arranged by Johnny Pate. This charted number 6 on WOOK in Washington, D.C. Backing vocals are by The Impressions from June of 63. This is going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room. Major Lance on OK Records. It's called Mama Didn't Know. There you go, Byron. I think that's... Hold on a second. John G. losing his mind here. Yeah, that is a B-side there. The A-side's called The Monkey Time. That's the B-side. Listen, that was Mama Didn't Lie with different lyrics there. Kind of a cool answer tune and a great two-sided 45. By request for James Brown, that's Major Lance. Major Lance from June of 1963 on the OK record label. Mama Didn't Know, but my mama knows. She definitely does. As we continue here, let's go to Chicago now. Fill a request for listener Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room, as this group recorded as the Presidents on the Mercury label back in 1962. Then 1964, they signed with Duran Records and changed their name to the Highlights. Of course, this group would eventually record as the Shy-Lights, but they were first known as the Highlights. This is their first of two on Duran. It features Eugene Record on lead from 1964 by request for Warren Russell, the Highlights, a.k.a. the Shy-Lights on Duran Records. It's called You Did... Do I got the right side? Yes. You Did That to Me. The Highlights for Warren.
every day of my
I like that record too. I do. There you go. That one there going out to Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. They're called The Highlights on that release. That's Eugene Record on lead. Of course, they would record after leaving this label. They would record as The Shylights, but that's a 1964 release. You Did That to Me is the name of the tune. Their first of two on Duran Records. This was re-released in 1966 on Jah West. And in 1970 on that's got to be it's got to be a reissue, Charlene, on Loretta. I don't think that's an original, but I don't know why they would reissue this. Maybe as the Shylights, possibly. I don't know. But anyway, let's backtrack here, and I played the Major Lance for James Brown, and I think James asked to flip it over. We'll flip it over here if the copyright police don't attack Johnny G. So let's give a listen to the intended A side of this. Major Lance from June 1963. We heard the B side, Mama Didn't Know. This was the A side, and I think Charlene's got this was his second release on the OK record label, but this was the hit side. It was called The Monkey Time. We'll send it out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room.
There's a place right across town whenever you're ready, where people gather round whenever they're ready, and then the music begins to play. You feel the groove coming on its way. Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, you get yours, 'cause I got mine for the monkey time. Monkey time. Monkey time. Now the dance that the people do, I don't know how it started. All I know that when the beat brings a feel, it's hard to get parted. And then the music begins to play. Automatically you're on your way. Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, you get yours, 'cause I got mine for the monkey time. I do the monkey, yeah. I do the monkey, yeah. I twist them hips, I let your backbone slip. Now move your feet, get on the beat, Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, you get yours, 'cause I got mine for the monkey time. Monkey time. Monkey time. Now this dance that the people do, I don't know how it started. All I know that when the beat brings a feel, it's hard to get parted. And then the music begins to play. Automatically you're on your way. Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, you get yours, 'cause I got mine for the monkey time. Monkey time. I do the monkey, yeah. Monkey time. Give me a big strong line. Monkey time. You're looking real fine.
Hits here on the Vinyltreasure Show. There you go, the sound of Major Lance. Major Lance will send that one out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room. That is The Monkey Time, and a big hit for him on the OK record label. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Adrian Viterbo. We go from Chicago to go to Detroit now. Although the lead singer of this group was originally from Birmingham, Alabama, he would relocate to Detroit, Michigan. His name was Edward Hamilton, and he formed a group called the Arabians, first recording back in 1960 for the Jam label. I have that 45 on Jam Records. Others followed. And I think his next label was Landrod. That's this label that I'm featuring. But this record first, this record first came out on Reverend James Hendricks' Carrie label in April of 1963, but that he would change Carrie Records to Landrod Records. And again, with other changes, this song, well, when Adrian sent me the request, he asked for the song called Temptation of Love. And that is this song, which was first issued in December of 1963, but then in January of 64, they changed the title. They re-released it. It was called I Love You So, and this comes on a Red label, which I think is second. So this is really the second press, because then this comes out on Red, which would be the third, but this is the alternate title or the second title, so that's how I'm going to play it. Anyway, but it features Edward Hamilton on lead from January 64 by request for Amnon, Edward Hamilton and the Arabians on Landrod Records, and my copy says, I Love You So. This is for Adrian in our YouTube chat room. There you go, by request for Adrian Viterbo. That's a great sound from January of 1964, originally released in December of 63. That's Edward Hamilton and the Arabians on Landrod Records. I Love You So is the name of the tune. I featured the second title. It was first called Temptation of Love was the original title of that. Johnny, that's for Adrian. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Let us fill a request now for listener Busta Bass. Now, he asked me about this tune. He says, Johnny G, can you play He Who Picks, wait a minute. Forgot the A. He Who Picks a Rose by The Temptations. So I said, well, let me see, because it doesn't ring a bell. Of course, it was on an LP, which I don't think I have. I didn't have the LP. So Busta Bass was probably remembering it from an LP that he used to listen to. But I said I do have the version as done by Charles Edwin Hatcher, a.k.a. Edwin Starr. And, he was born in Nashville, Tennessee, but raised in Cleveland. And then he relocated to Detroit. He first recorded for the Rick Tick record label, some great tunes on Rick Tick Records. Then he signed with Berry Gordy Jr.'s Gordy record label. His biggest hit was in 1970, a song called War. I think I played the flip of that, didn't I? Or somebody requested the flip. But this is the B-side to his 8th release, 8th of 10 on the Gordy label. Now, this was from his LP 25 Miles. And 25 Miles was a hit for him, of course, a year earlier. And this was first done, I guess, by the Temptations in 1968 on their LP. The LP was called I Wish It Would Rain. This tune written by Earl Smiley, Norman Whitfield, and Roger Penza-Benny. And actually, this was first done by in 1965, I guess by Jimmy Ruffin, but it was in the can. It would be released in 2001, probably on a CD. But he was really the first one to record it, Jimmy Ruffin. But let's go to June of 1970. Actually, this was recorded earlier, though, even though this is a B-side put down on this track. For Edwin Starr, by request. We'll send it out to Busta Bass. Edwin Starr with his version of He Who Picks a Rose.
All right. Got a little message for you, fellas. I want you to lend me your ear. Hit me, band. A rose is a beautiful flower. All right, to me the prettiest in the world. All right, and that goes double for a girl, 'cause she's like no other flower in the world. Listen to me, fellas. They're not perfect to see, so you got to take the bitter with the sweet. And remember, fellas, he who picks a rose must accept the thorn and thorns. All right. I'm talking about the good and the bad in a woman. A rose remains to be pretty. All right, if you handle it with care. Listen to me, and that goes double for a girl. Treat her right in her love, she will truly share. But you got to take the bitter with the sweet. Happy times along with moments of despair. And remember, fellas, he who picks a rose must accept the thorns with that. Yeah. I'm talking about the good and the bad in a woman. All right. Oh, yeah. Got to tell you, a rose remains the same if you handle it with care. And that goes double for a girl. You're right, it should stand beside you anywhere. I know sometimes they get carried away. Say some things they don't mean to say. Just remember, fellas, he who picks a rose must accept the thorns and thorns. I wanna hear you say it one more time now. Fellas, remember when you choose your lover.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyltreasure Show. There you go. That one there going out to Busta Bass. The sound of Edwin Starr, June 1970 release. This was a B-side here. I think the A-side. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is the flip side of War. That's what it was. But it's off of the. But again, what they did is they put the track off of the LP. 25 Miles was the LP he had. What, in 68? Late 68, I think. But that's his rendition of the tune He Who Picks a Rose on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Gordy record. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Holy moly here we go here. It's not even time. Oh, no. Well, what are you going to do? That's what happens here. So again, they see what they do. This is a terrible thing, I have to say, folks. It's a terrible thing, but we're going to continue here. Let's see if it comes back when I play this next tune. Let's fill a request now for listener David Silberg in our YouTube chat. We are live on Oldies and More Radio, those of you tuned in. But this next singer, he was born in Hartford, Connecticut, first recording for Top Rank Records back in 1960. Then he had 8 releases on the Cap record label. Now, David Silberg requested his 7th release, this tune written by Bob Crew and Bob Gaudio, and also produced by Bob Crew, arranged by Bert Keys. This charted number 27 on WAAT, which was out of Trenton, New Jersey from February 63, by request for David Silberg, Jerry Jackson on Cap Records. The song is called Turn Back for David.
What makes you think you'll forget about me? Are you so sure you can live without me? Admit you're wrong. You know where you belong. Turn back. Come on. Turn back. What makes you think that he's so much greater? If you leave now, oh, how you pay later. Take a look in his eyes. They tell nothing but lies. Turn back, turn back. But if your mind's made up, well, I guess we'll wind it up. One last kiss. Ah, goodbye. One of these days, maybe you'll be lonely. One of these nights, you might want me only. Don't hesitate. Oh, it's never too late. Turn back. Ah, turn back. I'm begging you to please. Come on, baby, please. I want you in my arms right now. Will you turn back? Oh, yeah, turn back.
As February 1963 release there for Jerry Jackson. Jerry Jackson on the Cap record label. Turn Back is the name of the tune. That one there going out to listener David Silberg. Now, why are they going in and out? Okay, it just doesn't make any sense why they go in and out there. They let the record play and then they shut it down again. So I don't know what it's coming back now. The stream is coming back. So you tell me why. No, it says your stream is no longer being blocked. Is it on the visual here? it says my stream is no longer being blocked, but it's showing me as being blocked. So you can tell me, folks, am I on? Am I on there? Let's see. Somebody type in somebody type in the chat room that Johnny G is still on. See, I went down to 58. It says it's happening here, but anyway. But let's continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Frank Gingaro. This next group, they were originally from the Bronx, New York. They recorded for Zell Sanders' Dice record label. They were known as the Clickettes. But in 1961, the group left Zell Sanders, but she did not allow them to use the name Clickettes. So they changed their name to the Fashions when they signed with Morty Kraft's Warwick record label, and this was their very first release under the name The Fashions. This tune, written by Richard Barrett, it features Barbara English on lead. This is a request for listener Frank Gingaro from April 61, The Fashions on Warwick. The song is called Dearest One, for Frank Gingaro.
By my side to love me and to
There you go. That's Sound of the Fashions there. Whoops, hold on a second, folks. Let me get my other record on there. That's Barbara English on lead. It sounds like Barbara English for sure. That is her. That's for Frank Gingaro there. The Fashions, their first release as under the name The Fashions from April 1961, a.k.a. The Clickettes. It's on the Warwick record label. Dearest One is the name of the tune. Let's fill a request now for listener Edmund Williams, as this singer born Leonard Victor Ainsworth on July 26th of 1942 in Brookshire, Texas, first recorded for the Stripe label. And he had two major hits, though, during his career. And one in 1965, a song called The In Crowd. And then 1973, a song called Drift Away. But here is his second of five on Fred Darian's Charger label out of Hollywood, California. This tune written by Billy Page and produced by Fred Durrain, arranged by Gene Page. This charted number 69 on Billboard, number 19 on WKNR in the Dearborn, Detroit area from March 65 by request for Edmund Williams, Dobie Gray. Dobie Gray on Charger Records. It's called See You at the Go-Go. This is for Edmund Williams.
There's a place not far from here. Everybody who's hip will know. They've got music that just won't quit. But it's the dancers that steal the show. I always meet somebody sweet and we take off with the beat. Striking sparks there in the dark. Oh, so I'll see you when the girls are at the go-go. See you when the girls are at the go-go. Pretty girls everywhere, and they're all so foxy you'll swear all the action is there. I'm telling you, man, it's a groove just to see how they move. Got these girls up in a cage in twist dresses and they shake a while. You can walk in there feeling low, but you walk out with a satisfied smile. You're gonna shine in the big boss light, 'cause the company's so fine. Chicks and capris, tight as they please. Yeah, so I'll see you where the girls are at the go-go. See you where the girls are at the go-go. Pretty girls everywhere, and they're all so foxy you'll stay till the break of day. I'm telling you, man, it's a groove just to see how they move. Yeah, they really know how to treat you. All your friends gonna meet you down at the go-go. Someday I'll see the one and only for me. I guarantee it will be. Maybe tonight she'll dance into sight. Yeah, so I'll see you where the girls are at the go-go. Pretty girls everywhere at the go-go. Come on down, you're gonna shine in the big boss
So, one thing I just noticed because I was reading about this. Well, anyway, that tune there for Edmund Williams there by Dobie Gray, March 65, See You at the Go-Go on the Charger record label. It says that make sure that the owner of the content has added you to, what did I say here? It says... it says, error, your stream has been temporarily blocked. Your stream has been temporarily blocked because we detected audio belonging to someone else. If you plan on to continue, please ensure that the content owner has added your channel to their allow list. Now, how do I do that? That's the question. How do I allow the I probably have to look at the copyright and and tell them that I'm playing their music. I think that's what it means. So I have to see, that's something new, and it looks like it happens after I'm on for, a while. So, but anyway, I'm going to have to look into more of that. How do I add these tunes to their list? That's the problem. How do I add these? Please ensure the content owner has added your channel. The content owner has added your channel to their allow list. So I have to find out how that works. That's what I need to do. So that's probably why this is happening, because I knew it was something that I have to let them know that I'm playing their records. I think that's what the issue is. So anyway, I apologize for what is happening, folks. It's 12 o'clock. We're going to play one more record here. But see, they blocked it off, so I don't know why that's going on now. It doesn't really make sense. But anyway, so let's flip this 45 over, because Johnny G's going to sign out here with this. We're going to play the flip side of the Dobie Gray record, a request for Edmund Williams. It's called Walk with Love, Dobie Gray. That's our closer. But again, I apologize for this. I'm going to look more into it. I just don't have that much time to do it. Well, at least with the 78 show that goes on. So anyway, so thank you all for being here. Again, if you missed some of the program, it should be posted up. But you got to wait till the whole post goes up. That's what you have to do. But maybe, I don't know. I got to go back and check. But anyway, so we're going to close the show tonight. Thank you, Charlene, for all your help. I know Charlene's listening on the Oldies and More stream. But I will be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 3 p.m. for more for 78s out of my collection. So if you're into the 78s from the 1940s into the 50s, tune in tomorrow afternoon beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Then I'll be back Saturday night for the All 50s show. And then, again, that's it for the week. So I apologize, folks, for that. But we're going to close the show tonight with Edmund Williams from March 65, the flip side of See You at the Go-Go by Dobie Gray. It's called Walk with Love on Charger Records. That's it, folks. Johnny G is out of here. Hope you enjoyed the show. I know you're not enjoying it at the end here, but those of you on Oldies and More, I'm sure you have. You're still tuned into the program, listening to the show, but I got to go. Got the show tomorrow. Take care, everybody. I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. This is for Edmund Williams.
As I was walking down the road one day, I saw an old man sitting by the way. He called to me, "Come here, my child, and talk with me a little while." Oh, as I sat and looked into his eyes, the things he said to me were very wise. Someday true love will come to thee, so let it be thy destiny. Oh, every single day.
Guess the old